Take your time.
Yeah.
Don't just rush and be explosive, slow things down, be in a position and then go. Alright?
Yeah.
So forward it now and take your partner down. They get up. We go back to the feet as if nothing happened. Then you go. Alright? So he takes you down and you get up. You need to work to get up though, obviously. Play ball a wee bit. You're not just letting the guy stand up. Get on good moves. He gets up, you go back moving about as if nothing happened. Move on to the next, you turn your defence into offence. Get him down. He does the same thing. You get taken down, don't win your back, get your friends on whatever, get back up to the feet, win the next exchange, get him back down. Alright? What makes it so tiring though is you're not getting your own way. Yeah. Need to stay as composed as possible. So do one round, open guard, you're standing over your guy, and they've got their feet in front of the hips. Okay? Try to keep them down for 2 minutes, or you try and like make something work. Defend, or take minimal damage.
Yeah.
So start with feet on the hips. Yeah?
Yeah.
On you go.
Yeah.
So I need to be careful with the up kick. So if you put your feet in the hip, the way I see it is, I've got control.
Yeah.
Yep. Rather than him.
Yeah.
So if he takes your feet in the hip and I don't do anything, push me away. As soon as he puts his feet in the hip, I'm there. So push away, because I've got control. Try to 5 weeks off jits and grappling, so next no, I have had because I've had eye and injuries and feet. So this month is all grappling base. Got a bit of imposter syndrome and a black belt, so I need. Every time that you take up a loss, like things get heightened, but anytime you've got a quick finish, like you don't actually get the time in there to improve for the next one, so maybe it doesn't allow you to address like any weaknesses or areas of improvement. As much as like a 10-second or a minute or a first round like finish is fantastic. Long term, it'll always come back to like there's always an area that you have to improve that wasn't addressed in that performance. But obviously, like every performance can't be like that must I have to decide and I have to improve that. Sorry, so like round one, you've get cut really badly off making a poor decision and trying to attack a submission off your back when your back's against the fence, which that could pay off, but it didn't. So that's a poor decision. And then you're putting this armbar on and you hear 10 seconds left and you're like, is it raining in here? That's what it felt like. And I just looked down, I could just feel like, it's like you can actually hear drip, 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 drip. And I looked down and I'm like, what is going on in my head? And then you go back to the stool and Mark Goddard, like the referee's looking at you and you're like looking away. It's because you're like, you know when the teacher's asking you a question and you don't know the answer and you're like, I don't want to make contact. So then you're like, don't want to look at them. And then they stick like a cotton bud in your eye and you're like, oh. But for me, like, I don't know how bad that cut is. So I'm like, am I getting stopped here? So physiologically and mentally, when that's going through your head in between rounds, there's no time for like, there's no like move on to the next. It's just in your head that I might get finished, like this might get stopped. I'm only 1 round into my this title fight. So then round 2, again, a fight is based on damage. So you just feel that, you've looked up, you see the blood, look up at the camera and I see it. You can see it on the canvas, you see it all over my body. And I feel like this zap of energy. I'm like, it's like you feel ill. And I'm like, I'm chasing the fight, I need to go and take him down. Like that was the path to victory, I need to go take him down. So then you're chasing the fight, you lose composure. You start feeling fatigue because your lack of composure and you're losing control in the fight, and then before you know it, you're on your back again. And then you're like, you're on your back, you're like, this guy, I'm just going to get demolished here, I'm going to get destroyed. So that's round 2, you've took a lot of damage. Round 1, you've took a lot of damage. Round 2, you've lost composure. And then round 3, well, for me anyway, I regrouped. I got my composure back. And then round 4, again, I felt that I lost my composure, and then round 5, I regrouped again. So there's been such a momentum shift for me from like losing damage, losing composure, regrouping, again managing that adversity. And weirdly, like last night, I couldn't really sleep. Like I was actually just thinking about, it's been a wee while, but like I was thinking about the last performance, and I was thinking about the next training camp and the next fight, and I was in bed for a couple of hours, and I thought, I had this weird feeling like I was like, I just need to get up and go in the living room and try and watch something, and give my mind a wee bit of ease. And then I went into the living room and I went on my phone. I don't have notifications on my phone, and I opened WhatsApp and my manager gave me a fight offer. So I got a fight offer last night, and obviously we'll see what comes from that. I'll accept, but obviously I need to speak it through to the coaches and see what's happening if that opponent's accepted or what. So I don't want to say too much in that one, but yeah, we've got a fight offer. Regardless if this is an opponent or not, again we'll be fighting on the 20th of April at the Braehead Arena in Scotland. So if you want tickets, please hit me up. I've got a ticket link. If you use my ticket link, I would extremely appreciate it. And I know the last fight never went the way that I wanted to, but that's sport, that's fighting, that's MMA, and the beautiful thing about that is, like for me anyway, you can't stare at the past too much, because you'll stay there, and you've just got to move on to the next day where it's to improve, and then you look at the next fight date, and that's where my head's at just now, the 20th of April, and yeah, you move on to the next chapter in your career.